So the first way in implementing a menu that is external and easily modified is to use frames. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to create a master document if you want. I called it index.html, and the doc type is going to be frameset. Do not forget that the strict DTD or doc type does not support frames, so you gotta do frameset here. Because the HTML and then the head, and then you cannot use the body tag. It's when you want to use frames like this. So you've got head, opening and closing tag, and then you've got the frames. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create two frames. The first one is going to be up until here, 10% vertically, and the other one is going to be all the rest of it. So I did this, and this is the result. So here you're going to have the menu. For the time being, I put a whole file, but this is not the case after that. So let's go this. So this is going to be the menu, and every time I click, for example, on control, I'm going to have the control.html here, and then alt, the result is going to be here and again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, let's start with this one. I'm going to create, let's go from this one, sorry, it's easier. I'm going to create an HTML document that is going to include the menu and just the menu. So I'm going to get rid of all these things, and I don't need stuff like that here, whatever. And then I'm going to take this. So this is just the menu. So I'm going to open it. So this is just the menu. So what I want to do is I want to have a page where I'm going to have the menu.html, this one here, and then the rest of it here. So I've got it here. You can see that the 10% is not good enough. Sorry. Either way, this is the alt. So I have to index, and I have to write here the menu, and this is going to be 15 and 85. So the upper frame is going to be menu.html, and there you go. So we've got enough space to show the menu, and this is the menu.html here. So what is going to happen here? I'm going to start when somebody goes to my page, I want the control HTML document to be opened here. First of all, I don't need the menus again here, so I'm going to alter this, the control and the alt and the escape, because the menu is already there in the menu.html. Okay, so it's going to be like this. So when I click alt, look at what it does. It opens the alt.html document in the same frame. So I need to find a way to tell the browser that I want it, the new document, the link, to be opened here. Well, it's easy. So let me go back to the menu. Sorry, I meant the index. So the index file. So what I've got here. So this is the index file. So it is the whole page in front of you. So I'm gonna take it from the beginning. So I've got two frames. I created this one and this one. The first one takes up 15% vertically on the screen. The second one 85. And then the first one, in the first one, we're gonna have the page menu.html opened. When I open index.html, it's going to open two files at the same time. The first one is going to be menu, and the second one is going to be control, which is going to be, well, the default page And then, so when I click on Alt, I have to find a way. It opens in the same frame. I have to find a way to tell the browser to open it in this frame. What I can do, I can use the same method I use for creating bookmarks for within document navigation. So I'm going to name my frame, my second frame, for example, content. It doesn't matter. Again, it's up to you. I save it. You can see that it doesn't show anything here. And then I go back to my menu. It was escape. And when I say, okay, ahref, I tell the browser where to go when I click on control, and then I'm going to use the target. We have seen that the target attribute, and I'm going to say target equals content, the name of the second frame. I'm going to do the same thing here and here. I'm going to F5, and then when I click control, it opens here. Alt opens again here and then here. So you can see that I named the second frame content, and then every time I have an A here, a link in my menu, the attribute for each link is going to be the attribute target is going to be content. So target equals content. That means that the target where you're going to open the new document, here for example, we're saying when I click on Alt, it means go and find the alt.html document, open it, where? Well, in the frame called or named content. So this is one of the many ways to create a menu that is common to all pages. So what is interesting about this method is that if you want to change the menu, for example, instead of escape, you want to write hello, you only have to change the menu.html document. You don't have to open Control, Alt, and all the other documents and change it, because this file is independent of all others. So it's quite practical. However, there have been many pages against the use of frames, because they either do not appear on the screen, or you have problems with saving bookmarks, etc, etc, etc. For example, this is a really nice page. I'm going to copy paste the link in the description of this tutorial, and you can see there are many things to say about frames. So you can just go on Google and write a frames SOC, and you'll find thousands and thousands of pages. So in the next tutorial, we're going to talk about SSIs, NSSI commands.